No, it was Crushing Crab, and they have the best fried oysters. So we go there and then we sit outside on their little deck thing
Right.
and get fried oysters with Caesar salad.
Fried oysters.
Fried oysters with Caesar salad. Now, if you like the raw ones, fine too, but they're supposed to have the best oysters ever. So then we left there and then we went up to Assateague.
Oh, wow.
We've never been to Assateague. Have you ever been to
Yeah.
Assateague?
It's been a while.
Chincoteague I've been to.
Yeah.
But Assateague, so we went over there because I have a pass, a national pass for any park anywhere free
Okay.
that I got years ago.
What'd you think?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
pretty
a beautiful place.
I agree.
Yeah, right. You know where mine is? In the trunk. It's still in the trunk,
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I don't know when I'm gonna get to that.
Yeah, I know that one. That comes under other duties as a sign, man. You know what I did? I took your one that you gave me on the 13th, went online and saw what the changes were, and just crossed it off, unless you want to give me a new one.
So don't say anything you don't.
Okay, you can give me a new one then, and I'll just scratch
Yeah,
this one.
we'll start the meeting,
Okay.
then when we go into
Okay,
executive
yeah,
session, the
thanks.
streaming will.
I read it
shut
all
down.
last night again, thinking there was something.
Oh, yeah. What is this?
I believe it.
Did I give you money? I give you direct deposited? Oh, okay. Okay.
This is supposed to be your day off.
I know, right?
Is this a half a day for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Try
when
to
I'm done
get-
here, I'm gonna go sit on the beach for a little bit.
It sounds good to me.
Did you print this stuff?
Just don't forget to pay the meters.
I will pay.
What's this? Oh,
And that's just like, that page just prints, I don't understand it.
okay, so this is the charter thing, and this is the
And that's the
MOU.
MOU.
Okay, and we don't have
And
to
Ted's
share anything
printing
with
that.
it.
Did you print the charter change of the MOU for yourself?
We're gonna be
'Cause I
taped here, so we
accidentally
have to
made
be good. No, she did, she said this is gonna be live, so we have to be good. That's gonna be hard,
It is gonna
but
be
we're
real
gonna
hard.
work
Do
this.
we have medicine? I need drugs.
Yeah, we need drugs. Yeah, we need drugs.
Last night
Oh, I love it.
9:30.
Okay,
Connecticut, and I was like.
all right, I gotta go clean my glass, I
Any
can't even
announcements we
see.
need- I need to be aware of this weekend?
So this is a different version.
Okay, we have this.
Is that-
Oh, I didn't
possible?
know if, because I
No.
wasn't sure if people had paper copies of.
You know, I appreciate this. I'd rather work off paper than a computer screen. Are we doing this
Bringing my
too?
glasses like a freaking idiot. Oh, yeah, I did.
Well,
I'm not prepared for this at all.
I mean, it may not be resolved today, so I don't think it's just.
So we can turn this off.
Thank
right?
you. Yeah, there's an X.
Oh, I brought mine. This is the same.
Yeah, you still
Yeah,
have
I got
yours,
mine.
so, okay.
Oh, this is, yeah, the original.
When we start the meeting, you'll need to turn your mics back on. I figured out how to do it without having to turn off the individual mics.
Don't catch you on a hot mic saying that. Talking about who
Oh,
is
gosh,
not
you know what-
vaccinated and those.
Yeah, we are live. Pearl Webb just sent me a text, you're live.
Here, watch your mouth. I'll be right back, I didn't bring a pen.
What's that? What is it? Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Yes, sir. Good morning. Are you, okay. Live
paper flying
I
around.
feel like I'm back in the sixth grade here.
You will eventually
I'm
need
speed
those,
reading
too.
over here myself.
Andrew, if it was the sixth grade, you'd be sitting in the back of the
Yeah,
room.
that's true.
Let's just take one
Facing
pass
the
it.
corner.
With the dunce cap on.
You do, I think you, one of these is yours, right?
Yeah,
One.
you'll need that eventually.
William Kent, back in the corner.
Wow, man.
Okay.
So Glenn said he'll be a couple minutes late, so we could start with the personnel matter.
Okay. All right, so good morning. It is 10:02 on Friday, June the 18th, and we are here for an executive session of the mayor and city council. And we will follow this with an open session once we've concluded the executive session business. I would note that this is Juneteenth, and we had scheduled this meeting because of its time sensitivity on a holiday. So we are here this morning and fully respecting the holiday, but this is time-sensitive material, so we are here to conduct that business. So first we need a motion to go into executive session.
I make a motion that we go into executive session.
Thank you, Carolyn. Is there a second?
So moved.
Okay. A motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we can go into executive session. You want to somebody want to close the door? That would be terrific.
Work on this side.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it was just,
Right, I know. I
okay,
know all that.
okay,
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
No, you know.
Yeah.
Then we still have a couple other things to
Yeah.
deal with. Hello.
Is Press here?
Glenn went out to look for him. Well, yeah, I think he went into the men's room. Maybe Press is still in the men's room.
What are we doing now?
Wait, wasn't
We're
that
going
when I
into
was
open
here?
session to
To-
approve the MOU and the charter change.
Thank you.
Are we going to do something on the sick leave policy?
Yes.
That's the next thing.
That's also on there, after the MOU and the,
That's today too?
Yeah,
Here's the agenda for
yeah,
today.
you have that one, right?
Yeah.
I got 3 items you have to deal with.
Right. I know you.
Well, this shouldn't take very long, guys.
Hopefully not.
I mean,
Heard that?
Do we need to do roll call on this type of voting, or?
he can tell you.
I don't know.
I don't think so,
I don't think so either.
but
But I think, are we already back on
we're,
live streaming?
yes, we are.
Okay.
You find Press out there?
Would he be locked out of the building?
No, he's got a pass key.
Okay.
Yeah, he,
I'll call him. Are you calling him? Okay.
hey, are you coming in for the live, okay. Are you near? Okay, we'll hold off. All right, bye. He said he'll be here in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So you can change the agenda and do the COVID
Okay,
sick
so
leave
let's do
policy.
that. Thank you, Anne Marie, that's a good suggestion. So while we're waiting for Presley to join us, let's go ahead and discuss item number D1, which is other business, presentation of possible action on proposed revisions to the COVID-19 policy of March 13th, 2020. I'm very pleased to note that we're in a position, well, not only in Lewis, but also statewide, where we can consider changing the policy on this. You have received from Ellen Lorraine a rewrite of the policy that was adopted back in March of last year and then you got an update last night with some additional revisions to it. The additional revisions were basically to encourage and people to get vaccinated and to change rather than encouraging people to call in, to require them to call in to notify their supervisor, and to require medical clearance before someone who is affected with COVID would come back to work. I think those are prudent additions, and also the idea that it could be modified instead of extended by City Council. Is there any discussion regarding this?
Seems pretty clear to me.
Okay,
Same here.
okay. So if there's no further discussion, is there a motion to approve this policy change?
I make a motion that we move to accept all the modifications and changes.
Okay, is there a second?
Second the motion.
Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, Cleo. We have a motion and a second to accept this modification to the COVID-19 policy. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries. Thank you very much. We'll still wait a moment more or two for Presley to join us, and as soon as he does that, we will be able to go ahead with the rest of this meeting. Thank you.
He's.
He must be at home.
Yeah, he said he was home, so he said he'll be here.
Okay.
Everyone upstairs.
Thank
How's
you,
the
Ellen Lorraine,
construction?
for your work on this. Did you see where Dale Cook is not running?
Oh, I did not see that.
Yeah.
What was that?
Dale Cook, the mayor of Dewey, announced yesterday that he is not going to seek re-election. Well, he said he's going to be 75.
It's just getting started, right, Colin?
I'm sorry.
Just, don't even say respond.
I'm sorry.
Just
what'd
say
you
yes.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Anybody from maintenance out that's on today? I'm assuming. Gary asked that we put cones near the dumpster.
What kind of pens?
Cones.
Cones. That's actually a good idea. Is the dumpster already there? Great.
Do you know where they keep them?
For the benefit of those who may be listening, we're talking about the dumpster that is located on the trail on the far side of the canal, very adjacent to where the swing bridge will be located. And Gary Ray and the group that are championing the reinstallation of the bridge have a group of volunteers that will be doing some early cleaning or clearing of the area where the bridge will be located this weekend, starting tomorrow. And they delivered a dumpster this morning for them to put the debris in. So it will not block the trail as you come off American Legion Drive. You'll be able to turn left and go on out the trail.
Actually, he said he offset it so you can still get by, but that's the reason he wants cones.
You haven't had a chance, if you're interested and you haven't had a chance to go take a look at, DelDOT has marked out where the swing bridge will be located.
Oh, okay. Is it marked with stakes or? How does-
Orange flags on stakes. There's a lot of growth there, and on the floor, on the ground, there's a
Right.
lot of
Plan
debris,
requires
so.
review by the-
Phragmites grow over there?
I don't think there's any phragmites there. There's a lot of volunteer shrubs.
Yeah, they
and-
just appointed
Right,
it.
oh,
There's
scrub.
choice. We need.
Scrub.
So they're clearing that out, the volunteers are doing that, clearing? Huh.
Yeah, and we do now have the signed contract from
Hello?
DelDOT for the relocation of the bridge. So
Okay,
it is slated to begin late September, early October.
If you want, I'll be happy.
Legion Bridge.
Interesting to watch.
If you'd like.
Just
I'll
gonna
be happy
basically
to
put it up on that.
Show you what I know.
Like lift it out, put it on, run it down.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. They're going to move it down, they're going to just lift it, and then, I don't know how they're going to actually move it. It's, it's pretty heavy. Not pretty heavy, very heavy. Yeah.
When's that supposed to?
Late September, October. That's when they're mobilizing. I imagine it'll take, yeah, it'll probably take a couple months.
We also didn't know that there was a bridge.
Yeah. In the front.
So,
I, just by chance, I drove by that house. It's right off. I walked by.
Golf course.
yeah, or the beach.
I drove by.
Well, thank you for waiting.
No problem, Press. Thank you for
Press.
joining us.
First session we take.
What?
I wasn't sure how long the courier.
Oh, yeah, well,
We
we
didn't either.
You went home and had breakfast, I know.
I had coffee.
maybe had lunch.
We're just paying you back. I sat on your line like an hour and a half or 2 hours.
That was pretty painful.
You don't have to have a pen. Can I get a Sure.
Okay. He's got one. We got plenty back here.
Yeah.
All right, so we are in open session, and first item under C1 is presentation and possible action on memorandum of understanding with the Lewis Board of Public Works to resolve the conflict between the City of Lewis and Lewis Board of Public Works. There has been considerable effort put forth by both the board and the city to develop a memorandum of understanding as to how we can work together going forward. And this memorandum has gone back and forth between the board and the city. And we, this morning, received the last or the latest revisions from the board, which identified some minor changes to the document we've been working on. And I believe that we have resolved any questions we have about that, very much consistent with what the discussion we had about what properties could possibly be retitled that we talked about. And those were the significant changes to the MOU that we made this morning, was incorporating that list. I believe you've seen that.
I mean, I haven't seen the revised.
Okay, it was sent out. I would have thought you got a copy.
I sent the maps to you and,
I saw the mask, but it didn't list all of them.
oh, okay, so I didn't send you the list, okay.
We'll get you a copy of it. It just basically, it's consistent with the conversation we had.
And does it have the,
Press, I think you need to get to a mic since we're on live. Thank you.
does it include the use and maintenance
Yes.
agreements?
Yeah, it includes the fact that we will
So-
develop use and maintenance agreements as well as create a parcel for the wastewater treatment plant.
Press, I can give you, if I can find it in my stuff, my copy.
Give you my copy.
No, well, it wasn't exactly right, so.
Okay, so
Let me just
he's going to
the
read it.
So the wastewater treatment facility laydown yard would say, that's parcel 335-4.20-201.00. This property will not be jointly titled with the city and BPW. The city and BPW shall develop joint use and maintenance agreement for the laydown area, shall develop a joint.
That's the parcel on the beach side of American Legion Drive.
Right.
Then the wastewater reclamation plant, lift station / pump station 8, that's parcel 335-8.08-1.00. A new parcel encompassing the wastewater treatment plant will be subdivided from this parcel and will be jointly titled in the city and BPW and recorded with the Sussex County Recorder of Deeds. The city and BPW shall develop a joint use and maintenance agreement for the outfall pipe and lift station, which would be outside of the new parcel.
I think that's very much consistent with the language that we talked about. Correct?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. All right. So other than that, we have made no other additional changes to this document.
Good.
All right. So I really appreciate the board's efforts to work with us to develop this MOU.
And yours, believe me. Really appreciate it.
I think we have a working document. Obviously, this memorandum of understanding is a document that is aspirational in some ways for us to work together, and provides many vehicles for us to do that in a collaborative and productive way for the benefit of the citizens, and set the whole issue that we've been dealing with for several years to rest. So I thank you.
Thank you, because it's been a long, tough haul, and it's a shame it's taken this long to resolve it, but thank you, board members and council members and mayor, thank you very much.
I would like to thank the mayor, because I know you've done a lot of negotiation on this and come in some ways to the table on some issues, so I really appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
Yeah. I would simply add to that the mayor has been very active and very engaged for a long time on this issue, as have you, press, and it's great to see us come together. And Carolyn Jones, played a very key role in this as well as a new
Sure
member
has.
of council. And I also don't want to forget Glenn Mendalis. I mean, Glenn and Mike Hoffman worked overtime on this. And really, there was a lot of work to be done, and it's very impressive in my view how this all came together, you know, in the time that it did.
They have worked quite a bit together. I mean, we had calls in the evening, on the weekends, and other times, and it really came together because of them.
I appreciate you saying that,
So thank
but
you.
you guys, like, you're public servants. Mike and I are getting paid, so you guys, the citizenry should know that you guys are the ones who rolled up your sleeves and got it done as volunteers.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't say how much that,
Carolyn, can you pull the mic closer to you? Okay,
Better?
sorry, it's, the public can't hear it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I said I would be remiss if I also didn't say how much that I appreciated working with the press and with Ted, and that we all were able to come together on this. It means a lot to all of us, and words can't express how much I appreciate working with you both. Thank you.
I'll bring Tom Panetta into that, too, because he was a
Absolutely.
key part of the negotiation team.
But
But the whole board, I think, really did as much as they could to make this happen, so it's not any one of us.
I think we both would be remiss if we didn't recognize the fact that the city manager and
The general manager.
And the general manager of
And
the
the
board
assistant general
played a
manager.
role, played a significant role in putting into
Yes,
this.
we would
so
be very remiss.
Anyway, but that accolades to all, and thank you very much, and we
Thank
look forward to a productive working relationship going forward.
Thank you.
So, council, is there a motion to approve this memorandum of understanding?
Absolutely.
I make a motion to approve with the changes that we have discussed here, to the memorandum of understanding between
Thank you.
BPW and the city of Lewis.
Definitely second.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Karen.
you.
Does the motion incorporate the charter change as well?
Oh, you want to do it
Yes,
as
you
one?
want to do both.
They're listed
Either
as
way.
two separate on the
Okay.
agenda, so.
Okay.
So we have a motion regarding the memorandum of understanding and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. So then I'm moving on to item C2, is presentation and possible action on a resolution to support the charter amendments to the Board of Public Works, and the city charters. Actually, this will be one charter change, which would relate to the Board of Public Works, not,
Yeah, but when I initially read it, we weren't entirely sure if we were going to need any changes to the city's charter, so.
and this would allow the board to go forward to sue and be sued without the provision of being able to sue the city, and without the city being able to sue them. And it would also address the possibility of provision of requiring a pre-annexation agreement before provision of services. Do you have anything you want to add to that, Glenn?
No.
Okay, these two charter changes. So is there a motion to approve these charter changes?
I'll make a motion to approve
Wait,
both of those charter changes.
And I'll second.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Wonderful.
Okay, so we are ready to roll. I assume, Press, that from this point, you will take this to your board at your meeting on Monday to approve the changes that we made to the MOU.
Yes, yeah, of course, they aren't aware, I was just sending it out this morning when this started, of the treatment plant site or the laydown site.
Right.
We hadn't discussed that.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll be okay with that.
If there's any problem, obviously you know where we are.
Meeting on Monday.
Yeah.
11.
So assuming that you all approve that, then we'll be in the position where we can move forward
Very
and
good.
get this off to the state legislature.
And we'll touch base with Ernie and
Absolutely, Ernie,
Hopefully
and
having-
with both Senator Lopez and Representative Smith. And I'm also aware that Speaker Schwarzkopf has been involved and has
Great.
interest in this, as we've known for some time. So I do want to thank both, all three of the state legislatures for their initial pulling together about a year ago as we began to talk about how we might go forward. So
they were great.
They were helpful.
We
I
could have
think they
done it without them, but it would have been very difficult. So
I think they helped to focus the discussion.
They brought us into the same room and made us,
Knock some heads.
not, kind of. They did it very gently. They were very politically correct.
Okay.
Yes. But
All
we
right.
need should we have a joint news
I think we'll have a joint press release after you, after you all have taken action.
That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
I'm sure the public will enjoy seeing that.
I'm sure that the public will be relieved to see it. So. All right, so if there's no further questions or nothing else, no other business to bring forward this morning, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Well, do we have the COVID? Yeah.
We already did that.
We did the COVID.
Oh, yeah.
We did that while we were waiting on press.
All right, yeah.
Well, and you were wandering the building looking for press.
Okay, we have a motion from Khalil to adjourn. Is there a second? And Carolyn seconded. Before I call it, I would just again remind everybody that this is Juneteenth, and this meeting was scheduled before because of the time sensitivity to it, and so we would not normally hold a public meeting on a holiday, but we did today in order to get this moving along.
While you mentioned Juneteenth, I am using my very crude technical skills to try to create a YouTube file of just Dr. McCafferty's talk the other night.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to get that up today.
Okay.
But again,
Great, well, thank you
it's
very
me,
much.
so keep your fingers crossed.
All right. Well, I think it's important that now that President Biden has signed the recognition of it being the 11th federal holiday, that we as a city observe it as well. So going forward, we will not be scheduling meetings on Juneteenth.
Right.
So-
Okay.
Okay. With that, all in favor of adjourn?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Travis.
Good day, yeah.
Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new day in Willis, huh?
Okay, enjoy the holiday, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No need.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you for everything.
Chris,
Hey, why don't
thank you, sir.
you give me the
Appreciate you guys all the time you put in on
My
that.
son came in, I haven't seen him in a year and a half.
Where does it come from?
He lives in Falls Church.
Oh, yeah.
But he was having a hard time getting shots until the mom put it down. And I said, it's gonna happen, so he got it, so.
Thank you.
he's
Oh, yeah,
on
thank
that,
you.
so.
Good.
But I
All
brought it up
right,
with you.
we'll get going here.
Gonna be, will he be in town?
Enjoy the holiday.